way more polished offensively, and he played good defense and he was
Yeah.
athletic. His build was more like Scottie Pippen, I think.
Yeah.
Too,
And I
right?
think he would have went to New Jersey. I think they would have picked him over Coleman. So Jordan would have had to deal with him in the East for a couple of years. And at that time, Jordan hadn't even won the championship by then.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So so you know what? That's a good storyline for what we're talking about. So Hank Gathers would have went to New Jersey, which would have been he would have teamed up with who was on that team? Was Petrovic on that team yet?
Yeah, that's your Petrovic and who else was on that team? Well, I actually, yeah, Derek Coleman wouldn't have been on it.
No, Ronnie
I'm
forgetting on that team.
Maybe he might have left Miami by then. I'm not sure, but they would have had a foundation to build on. Put it that way.
Okay, that's the 1990 Nets, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to just pull up their roster real quick.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, because I think they had a pretty good team. Let's see: Greg Anderson, Mookie Blaylock, Sam Bowie, Judd Bushler. Wow, I didn't know that's where he was before he went to the Bulls.
Me neither.
Derek Coleman, that was his rookie year. Chris Dudley was on that team. Tate George from UConn was on that team.
Okay.
Let's see: Terry Mills, Chris Morris. Yeah, that team was pretty bad. Drazen Petrovic was on that team, and yeah, basically all they had was Mookie Blaylock, Drazen Petrovic. That's really it, man.
Yeah, with Hank, that still would have been. He would have made them much better. They would have been a contender. Give them a few years.
No, I definitely would have, and especially if they still would have drafted the same way. Get Kerry Kittles in there a couple. Well, no, Kerry Kittles was years later, right?
No,
5 years later.
Yeah, but Hank would have still been like a 7-year. Yeah, Hank would have been only in 5 years. So yeah, that would have been still building around him. Still could have got
true,
Jefferson. Still could have got Kidd.
Yeah, definitely could have. That'd have been a nice team.
Yeah,
it really would have been.
Well, let's see.
All right, so moving on. Who's the next one?
Moving on, we have Len Bias. Died in 1986, the night that he was drafted by Boston, #1. He played for Maryland all 4 years. He was drafted second behind Brad Daugherty in the 86 draft, like I just mentioned. He averaged 23 points and 7 rebounds per game in college. Now, this is the guy that I said would have actually held Jordan back from some of his stardom. I don't think Jordan would have became MJ with this guy coming in the league, because at that time, Jordan would have been in the league 2 years, 1 year, and Len Bias was drafted to Boston the year after they won the championship. So Bird last championship, they drafted Len Bias to take over the reins for Bird. And I think this would have been the real dent in Jordan's career if this guy didn't pass. So butterfly effect, Jordan definitely might not have as many championships if Len Bias was there, because he would have actually extended Bird's career as well. Bird wouldn't have to have the wear and tear on his back trying to carry the team. He could have just passed it to Len, and Len could have took care of it until Reggie Lewis came on. We'll speak on him in a few, but what do you think, Kay?
Yeah, I think Len Bias, now he's the one. It's kind of iffy with Hank Gathers going to New Jersey, because New Jersey was never a great franchise. But going to Boston, now that's a deal breaker right there. Just because they were, just like you said, coming off a championship, and then the very next year, if you remember, they lost to the Lakers in 6. And a lot of people believe the reason why the Lakers, what got them over the edge, was getting Michael Thompson halfway through the year. I didn't even realize that he didn't start on that team in the beginning of the year. They got him to trade halfway or at some point during the season.
He was drafted #1 too.
Yeah, no, he was a beast. So getting him, they got him for what, power forward, and he took Kareem's place when Kareem went on the bench. He was basically their backup center.
Yeah,
right.
Him and Rambis would come in. Yep.
So I think Len Bias going there gives Larry Bird maybe 2 more championships, maybe even 3, because he would have been coming. He obviously wouldn't have started, right? Because Bird was still good enough at that point where he wasn't going to start over Bird. So he would have came out. He would have been his rookie year.
You might be able to flash him at power forward.
Think so over McHale?
At that time,